Here is a video analysis of Emma's serve. The video was sent to me by her father a year ago and her current one. The hit and elbow position has improved in the power stance. A year ago the elbow was too high, but now it is in a straight line with the shoulders. I like that. As a result, the racket drop is deeper. The hand should be at least in the line with the elbow in this phase of the stroke, and Emma's is leaving even lower, which is great. A year ago the arm was above the elbow, which was a mistake, so the racket drop has improved. What needs improvement is the shoulder tone in the trophy position. I'd like to see Emma's shoulders toned and her hidden elbow somewhere in that position. A great shoulder tone is one of the foundation of the serve, and this element has not improved over the year and needs work on it. You can see how Osaka does this element, and it's a great example to follow. Federer and Marta Kostyuk could also be role models. All high-level players have an excellent shoulder tone. The next element that needs to be corrected is the early racket drop, which is when the racket starts to go into a loop before the leg drive. I'm looking for the moment when the legs start to drive. It's right here. At this point, Emma's arm should be in this position and the racket somewhere here, or at least here, but not below. Let's take a look at my racket acceleration timings. Acceleration starts with the leg drive, and this moment in my serve is right here. You can see the position of my arm and racket at this point. This is my trophy position, the loading phase when I have stored energy and am ready to release it. The acceleration starts with legs. The legs come first and the racket follows. You can also compare Emma's and Kaka's arm and racket position when the drive starts with their feet. The next mistake is what called waiter-sore, when the racket opens too early. Emma's racket is less open now than it was a year ago, but it still needs fixing. The racket should be approach the ball with the edge in this phase of the serve. Emma's arm is now straight at the moment of contact with the ball. I like that. That's the way it should be. A year ago it was bent, which was a mistake. But there should be an angle between the racket and the arm, and Emma's racket and arm are almost in a straight line. John Isner is a perfect example of how it should be. One more thing, Emma should be slightly sideways when making contact with the ball, like Naomi does. As a sign that this is the case, we can see Osaka's head on this side of the arm, not like Emma's on the opposite side. How to correct mistakes? First, work on improving shoulder rotation. Simulate getting into the trophy position. Check if shoulders are toned enough. If not, correct it. Emma should tone shoulders more. Get into the trophy position Emma should stay in this position for 3-5 seconds with shoulders turned out. Aim for at least 50 repetitions every day. Then she can add a toss. But again, your goal is to get the proper shoulder tone. Toss, get into the trophy position, check if shoulders are turned out enough without hitting the ball. Second, wedge serving. We approach the fence, try to imitate a serve by hitting the fence with the edge of the racket. If you don't do any unnecessary movement, like open the hand, open the racket, keep our hand relaxed. This is a natural way for the racket to raise in this phase of hitting with the edge. Then we can turn the racket at the last moment as we hit the ball. Make sure Emma has an angle here between the arm and the racket. Not straight line. Also, make sure she's staying a bit sideways at this moment. Her hitting shoulder is slightly behind her non-hitting shoulder. Next progression is hitting the ball with the edge of the racket. Next, with the strings. Checking that Emma does not open the racket too early. If the wedge serve is no longer present, then everything is fine. If the wedge serve is still evident, then she needs to come back to exercises against the fence, hitting the ball with the edge. Next is fixing an early racket drop. Get into the trophy position, stand up, then swing. Get into the trophy position, get up, then swing. It's kind of reverse mistake, but from my experience, that is the fastest way to fix early racket drop. When we get into the trophy position, acceleration starts from the leg drive. Legs go first, the racket follows. So, get into the trophy position, stand up, then swing. Then you can perform 1 or 2 shadow swings, then try to hit the ball. You can see my student Kira and how we was working on her early racket drop. You can compare her serve from a year ago to now. I want to emphasize that mistakes, especially like early racket drop, don't get fixed quickly. Emma should be diligent and patient. A good serve requires a lot of work off the court. Perform a shadow serve, shadow swing, imitate getting into the trophy position, and so on. Don't rush into hitting a real serve, trying to hit in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. All the best.